At this point, I've already coached over 100 people in dropshipping. And I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I have a 100% success rate, because I don't. So in this video, I'm gonna explain to you what is the difference between the best students and the students who quit and don't make any money. So there's a couple of key characteristics which all the successful people have in place and which all people who didn't make money don't. So this video is going to be really important if you actually want to become a part of the successful group, okay? The number one characteristic everybody has who's successful is having a problem-solving mindset. It's crucial to always know that a problem which you're going to face is solvable, okay? Keep in mind that every problem you will ever have, somebody already faced and somebody already solved. You're never gonna be that one special snowflake which basically has the first problem ever. There's almost a 0% chance that you would actually face a problem which nobody ever solved, okay? So always keep that in mind, and whenever you face a problem, your thinking has to be, okay, I have a problem, it's not the end of the world, it's not a big deal, what should I do to solve it? Should I get help? Should I get a coach? Should I try to contact people I know which already have solved this problem? Should I post in any kind of e-com groups? Should I find people who already solved everything I have right now? Or should I figure it out by myself and try everything I possibly can to solve it? There's a lot of ways how you can solve problems, but you have to pick one and also stick to it and really do it, you know? So, problem-solving mindset, a key characteristic. You have to have that mindset. There's no other option. You have to have that mindset and basically keep going no matter what. You're gonna face a bunch of problems, and it's normal in business to face a lot of problems. You have to overcome them and find solutions, okay? Number two is rational thinking. Every single student of mine who made 7 figures is a very rational person and is also not driven by emotions when it comes to making decisions in their business. If you have a product which you've put in a lot of energy, if you have a creative which you created for a week and you did everything to make that creative perfect, if you have a product page which is a 10 out of 10 in your eyes, and you launch that product, everything should work, but it doesn't, so many people get emotionally attached. They try to make that product work instead of just killing that product and not being emotionally attached to anything. Because when you put in so much effort into anything, you will become emotionally attached. And you have to prevent that feeling of overtaking your decision making. So think rationally and think, okay, let's imagine I wouldn't put any energy into this. Let's imagine I didn't even do anything for this product. So would I kill this product or no? If you answer that question with yes, I would still keep going because I didn't test this and I know this could work, then fine, test that. However, normally you will kill the product and you will basically just move on. The next thing all of my successful students do is having their priorities in place. They know exactly what is the number one priority and what's most important for them to do today to make more money. Because if you would focus on little details and get lost in every detail, it's not going to work out. You're not going to be successful in the long term. You can get lucky and you can make something work. You have to have your priorities in place and really understand what's the most important part. So no matter what you do, every time check your to-do list and think, is that the most important or is that not really important? Can I do that tomorrow or do I have to do this today? And if the answer is nothing is going to really change if I do it tomorrow, then don't do it today and do the things which actually matter today. So don't take this as an excuse and push everything forward, but do the things which are most important and sometimes are the hardest first. So if you have some kind of PayPal blog, or if you don't have a Facebook account which you can advertise from, that's your number one problem you have to solve. So focus on that instead of doing any other thing before, okay? The last thing every of my successful students has in common is that they have a mindset of a pipeline thinking. So they always know that one product is not going to be enough. One winning product is not going to be enough to be sustainable in the long term. And that also is the difference between the students of mine who made 6 figures and the ones who did 7. You can make 6 figures with one product easy, and you can also make 7 figures with one product. However, that's a little bit harder. It is for sure doable, but it just takes a little bit longer. However, the chances of you making 7 figures with your first winning product are a little bit lower than if you have a bunch of stores set up and multiple winning products at the same time. Because if you have 1 6-figure product, you start to feel comfortable. It works, you made like 10K profit per month, everything is fine, and you start to chill. You don't test the next product, you don't test the next things, you just get comfortable with your one product. And you don't understand that this product is gonna die out. And at some point it probably will. You will have some kind of problem which is gonna cause your product to either go down or die out completely. So you have to prepare for this situation and have a bunch of products in place already. So we have a pipeline in place which has phases of a product. So for example, I know always when I want to test a product, when is it going to be tested, what is needed to be tested. For example, is the store already done? Yes, no. Are the ads created? Yes, no. Is it already launched? Yes, no. Is it a winner? Yes, no. Or is it a loser? Or is it a potential winner which is breaking even? Or basically a product is in specific phases, and we always move the products next when it passes the next phase. So you have to have that pipeline in place. And by the way, if you are interested in that, then just comment the word pipeline under this video, and I'm going to send you my structure and the template which I'm basically using always for my products. So it doesn't really matter if you want to use my pipeline or yours. However, you have to have that pipeline in place, and no matter if you create it by yourself or just take my template, you need to have that, okay? So whenever you're about to test products, you have to know when you're gonna test them, you have to know what phase they're in, and you have to have a complete overview over everything. And also, don't get comfortable with one winning product. One of the biggest mistakes everybody does after finding their first product. You have to keep testing, keep doing product research always. Doing everything it takes to actually be sustainable for a long term. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you in the next one. Take care.